Christmas is celebrated every year on 25th December. Well, this day commemorates the birth anniversary of Jesus Christ, the Messiah of God. Although it is a Christian festival, people from other communities too celebrate it with great enthusiasm. Christmas tree, carol singing, midnight mass, delicious plum cake, Christmas star, Christmas crib, Santa Claus, all of these have become an integral part of our culture. 2.168 billion. That is the amount of people who follow the religion of Christianity, which makes it 31.4% of the total world population. A great man once rightly said, "Science without religion is lame, and religion without science is blind." And that's very true. All of the above mentioned activities were taught to us by our forefathers, and this procedure is gonna continue forever. So on this particular day, let's go one step ahead. Let's remove the blindfold of ignorance and try finding out the deeper meaning and the symbolism hidden behind the basic activities of Christmas. And as always, if you find this value adding or informative, please share this with your family and friends. Number 1. Why do we observe fast before Christmas? The 40-day fasting period, otherwise known as Christmas Lent, is a practice followed by both Orthodox and Catholic Church, where the Church gives the faithful a time period from November 15 to December 24 to fast. The faithful then observe fast by not consuming certain food and drink, and particularly meat, fish, egg, dairy products, olive oil, wine, as well as focusing more on prayer and almsgiving. From a religious perspective, after being baptized by John the Baptist, Jesus was tempted by the devil for 40 days and nights in the Judean desert. Jesus having refused each temptation, the Satan then departed, and Jesus returned to Galilee to begin his ministry. During this entire spiritual battle, Jesus was fasting for 40 days and nights. And we observe fasting to turn ourselves away from the materialism of the world and focus more on the spiritual life. But from a scientific perspective, our stomach needs time to cleanse itself. Christians are the second largest consumers of meat and dairy products in the entire world. And too much consumption of these leads to problems like heart disease, cancer, stroke, diabetes, obesity, cholesterol, acne, erectile dysfunction, and even shorter lifespan. So these 40 days of fasting are a very good reason to turn towards healthy fruits and vegetables, which are a very good source of vitamins and minerals, fiber, and also helps in the proper digestion, and it makes you feel fit. Christians observe fast before Christmas as well as before Easter. So definitely a very good reason to practice your spiritual life and be healthy at the same time. Number 2. Why do we eat plum cakes? The simple reason because they are tasty, but the scientific reason because they are healthy. The story of plum cake started in the medieval England, where it was a popular tradition to observe a period of fasting and abstinence from any kind of feasting in the weeks leading to Christmas. This would hold you in a good stead for indulgent days ahead. With a high content of antioxidants, plum cakes can improve the overall heart health, aid the digestive system, boost the immune system, and reduce the risk of diabetes. So when you bake a plum cake, you can say that you have baked a healthy dessert for your near and dear ones. Number 3. Why do we decorate a fir tree? Long before the advent of Christmas, plants and trees that remain green throughout the year had a very special meaning for the people. In the northern hemisphere, the shortest day and the longest night of the year falls on December 21st or December 22nd, and it is called as winter solstice. During this time of the year, all the trees would shed their leaves. But the one tree that remained evergreen throughout the year was the fir tree. Many people believe that the winters came because the sun gods had become weak and sick, and they celebrated the solstice because they believed that sun would begin to get well soon. The fir tree reminded them of all the green plants that would grow again when the sun god was strong and the summer would return. Just like how people decorate the fir tree today, people of the ancient times would install them in front of their house because they believed that these trees will keep away witches, ghosts, evil spirits, and illness. An artificial star was placed on the top because it would replicate the sun, and as we all know, sun is a star. People would decorate this fir tree with colorful stones, fruits, and even real burning candles. And all of these were replaced slowly and steadily with the invention of the modern artificial products. And Thomas Edison in the year 1880 invented the first Christmas artificial light strands, which replaced the tradition of burning real candles. Number 4. The mystery behind Santa Claus. Now no wonder whichever religion we belong to, we all love Santa Claus. Or I should rather say we all love free gifts. Santa Claus, otherwise known as Saint Nicholas or Kris Kringle, has a long history steeped in the Christmas traditions. Today he is mainly thought as a man who brings free gifts for good boys and girls on Christmas Eve. But the true story stretches back all the way to 3rd century when Saint Nicholas walked the earth and became the patron saint of children. Saint Nicholas was mainly admired for his pity and kindness, and he became the subject of many legends. It is said that he gave away all his wealth and he traveled the countryside helping the poor and the sick, and especially children. Over the course of years, Nicholas's popularity spread and he came to be known as the protector of sailors and children. The name Santa Claus evolved from Nick's Dutch nickname Sinterklaas, which is short form for Sint Nicholas, the Dutch word for Saint Nicholas. Santa Claus made his first inroads in the American pop culture in the 18th century and slowly spread into the rest of the world. Gift giving, mainly centered around the children, has been an important part of our Christmas celebration. So people disguised as Santa Claus would give free gifts to children. So you better be good if you also want some free gifts, because he knows when you are sleeping, he knows when you're awake, he knows if you're being bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Number 5. Why do we sing carols? Now this is the most exciting part of Christmas. Carols were first sung in Europe thousands of years ago. But they were not Christmas carols. They were pagan songs sung at the winter solstice celebrations as people danced around the stone circle. Christmas, which was the birth of Christ, began to be celebrated at the same time as solstice. The early Christians began to sing Christian songs instead of pagan songs. People began to enjoy the same and it became an integral part of our culture. The key to happiness might be as simple as singing, and our forefathers knew this better. A report says that the deep breathing aspect of singing can be compared to an aerobic activity, giving body more oxygen in the blood vessels, which improves the overall mood by releasing endorphins. Clapping of hands is a very basic activity of Christmas carol, and it is known to improve the heart's health and blood circulation to various parts of our body, and activates a large area of our brain, which improves one's overall health. Drum and tambourine are the two basic instruments used for Christmas carol. Drumming can relieve stress, lower blood pressure, and strengthen the immune system of those who play it. On the other hand, playing tambourine releases endorphins and enkephalins, neurotransmitters that act as a natural painkillers and mood enhancers. And all of this contributes to reduce stress, increase productivity, develop creativity, and build confidence. And it guarantees a happier and a healthier life. Depression cases are real. Maybe our forefathers knew our future even before we were born. So caroling was a simple and effective way to praise God and to stay happy and healthy at the same time. Today the world is changing and so are the people. While most of us enjoy a happy life with all the luxuries of life, there are some people who are fighting hard to just sustain themselves. No, they aren't begging, but they are earning. It doesn't matter if you buy the essentials of Christmas from a multifaceted mall or from a roadside vendor. But what matters the most is that you are being a Santa in someone's life. A Santa who is gifting them something which many others have ignored. That is hope and happiness. Can we at least buy a candle from these roadside vendors? If your answer is yes, then please share this video so that we stop ignoring them. Today the world is facing a lot of problems. And maybe all of these problems exist because of ignorance. Ignorance towards the nature, ignorance towards the country, or maybe ignorance towards each other. And some people have developed the habit of living their life this way. So let the baby of peace, prosperity and harmony be born in the darkest part of our lives. And let's turn 1% of the world 1% less darker. Wishing you and your family a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.